That beautiful drop of dopamine. And for others, the sound of deep depression. Well, as today's Valentine's Day, and one of the most popular dating apps, Bumble, has recently IPO'd, I thought I'd try to level up my topical YouTuber skills and make this video on how dating can make you a better investor. But before all of that, you know what else is nice? Support. A very special thank you to Simi, who recently supported my work through Buy Me a Coffee. Honestly, it means so much to me, and with future support from anyone willing to, I'll be able to dedicate a lot more time to actually creating content to help people through all the means that I do. And of course, I can't forget my beautiful Patreons, Risha Bolts and Vanderpanda, who support me through Patreon. If you too wish to support my work, links to methods to do so are in the description, but remember, your viewership is more than enough, so liking, subscribing and sharing my video is also greatly appreciated. The law of reciprocity is what binds two people in a relationship. As you offer more value to the other person reciprocates by offering you value and helping you. It always starts with what you can give first. I'm so glad I'm making this, since as I've said in the past, this channel is called OK Investing, and you don't just invest in companies. Dating, which can be a form of networking, which is about investing your time and energy in relationships with people you care about and may genuinely want to help. This can naturally mix very well with investing, especially when you start to realize how important it is to understand what you invest in and to invest in your circle of competence. The problem is, you being a lone individual, your circle of competence can only be so wide. I've always liked the idea of continuous improvement and reflection and learning new things, and let's be honest, during my uni days I grew probably an unhealthy addiction to dating, but I do feel I've really benefited from it tremendously and just want to share some of the insights that I think are constantly overlooked. Becca, forget about PE ratios, look at that B to A ratio. I'm a breast man, but I rate arses. And she works at Boots? Cheers! Time for some key insight into the retail pharmacy sector. Yes, I was that guy. Now I get it. Some of you may be shaking your head, as you may be the kind of individuals to quickly let go of past interactions, which for many reasons actually makes a lot of sense. I, however, more than the everyday person, do try and keep in contact, as I think about connection quite differently to a lot of people that I've had this conversation with. So if you are that individual that is finding this hard to conceptualize, then just imagine these relationships being in a completely platonic sense. Either way, once that barrier is broken with someone you have some sort of relationship with, be it romantic or platonic, it comes to that stage where you would be willing to help this person with no expectation of receiving something back. This may not be true for everyone, but if it isn't, then there's at least a stage that is reached where you reach the stage of mutual help. And this, of course, can help you in many ways. And this includes, but is not limited to, friendship benefits, opportunities, advice, and positive influence. Friendship benefits. This benefit doesn't necessarily convert into monetary sums, but the value of just creating friends, which yes, you can do on dating apps, should not be ignored. Having people you talk to if you are lonely or when you just need that bit of company is invaluable. Friends can keep you motivated, cheery, and can bring out the best sides of you may not even realize that you had. They can be a brilliant soundboard for ideas or just help you vent out your frustrations. Having a sound mind when making investment decisions is vital. Having a good network of warm and motivating people around you is a great way to improve that aspect of your life, and thus also improving your investing. So a very special thank you to those close to me, either in the present, past, and definitely to the future connections I'll make. Opportunities. Every person is a collection of memories, experiences, and challenges. When you embrace new people, they can give you a new reflection on yourself, as well as open you up to so many new things. Now, in contrast to the cliche power of friendship of the first benefit, this is where a more tangible effect and ROI of dating can actually kick in. Like I explained in the beginning, we are limited to our circles of competence. Building your network is a great way to actually expand these circles. All the best opportunities are shared person to person in back channels. If two people are equally qualified for employment, then it goes to the person who is known and trusted more. Relating this more to investing directly, most people you interact with will have some area of expertise or domain of knowledge you do not know about in their specific industry, which you probably do not work in. Now, before the sirens start ringing, of course, you have to keep things legal. If a friend gives you inside information that is not public information and you make any action to profit off of that knowledge, that is 100% illegal. But friends enlightening you on information that is accessible to the public but is not being appreciated to how significant it could be if the right dots, which should also be public information, are connected, is a completely different story. Please guys, do not become little sociopaths scanning dating apps for people who work in key industries. As tempting as it is, all interaction should be thought of as a give and take. You should always focus on what you can give, not what you can take. And some of you may be asking, what did I give to these specific individuals? Well, gave them a copy of Rich Dad, Poor Dad and taught them how to invest. Guys, this is a Christian channel. I'm a holy child. Advice. We all like to give people advice. Again, I'm not a licensed advisor at all, but there are some things that Google just can't tell you. The free advice I've gotten in life has been invaluable, which is one of the many reasons I try to give back and offer the same to others, even if I have a strong feeling that the specific individual may have little value to exchange back with me. I personally enjoy just adding value to people's lives, and I treasure the connections that I make. Our networks can help keep us on track. As you build yours up by providing value, our networks tend to give back in return. Give a lot and you have credit in the bank when you need to make a withdrawal. The better your network, the more knowledge you can tap into. For example, Becca, who worked at Boots, is actually a real person, of course not her real name, was extremely valuable to me as she gave me great insight to how bad the pandemic was in the early days, when there was still a lot of false information spreading and people not thinking the virus is even real. The information provided to me motivated me to work extremely hard at the time, earning as much money as I could to invest in the upcoming crash once everyone else had eventually caught on to how bad things were actually going to become. And again, Becca, thank you again for the 25% off lifetime Boots card. Positive influence. The people you associate yourself with will naturally form a part of who you are, which can also work in the negative. But focusing on the positive aspect, if you form connections with the right people, the attitudes, habits, wider worldview, and associations will start to grow on you as an individual, which is all immensely useful when it comes to investing. If all you know is a farm field, you'll probably only invest in tractors. I grew up in an area where success was derived from how, quote-unquote, cool you were, and the main means of making it big was either through selling drugs or making it big in the music industry. Luckily, I had good friends and African parents that would gladly end my life, or ship me to Africa, should I start to act out. One of those things did actually happen, and I'm sure you guys can figure out which it was. But taking this concept to my later life, I've made so many valuable connections through dating apps, some of who are probably watching this video now. Hey guys. And I do cherish all of them, as they have in some way helped me form aspects of the person I am today. So on this day, remember not to just cherish those who you may be romantically connected with. Remember positive connections of the past, and remember other connections you have with your friends. And if you are alone today, one of the most valuable connections you can have is with being okay with yourself. It is a lot easier to connect with someone who is already really connected with themselves. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Remember to like, share, and remember, subscribing to me will pay dividends to your future. See you guys later. Bye.